bad news is that you nuns are going to be real busy making candles. Because me and Mary Margaret just sold them all. You're not losing the convent. You're not going anywhere.
Dude. We didn't even sell anything.
That is $5,000, Leroy. $5,000 that we don't have.
Don't worry about it, all right? I got a plan.
A plan? And why is this so important to you? Oh my.
He knows he can't be with her, right?
You like her.
Like romantically.
She's a nun, Leroy. Could you possibly pick anyone any less available?
Says the girl who went after a married guy? At the end of the day, you're no better than I am. We could see it together. Get a boat. Sail all over, explore everything the world has to offer.
The boat.
Oh, look! Okay, let's do it. Tomorrow night, after I drop off the dust, let's meet back here. See the world.
Sounds like a dream come true. Could probably use a new coat of paint,
What's he
a
gonna
few
sell his
spritzes of
boat?
Febreze here and there. But you can't tell me that 5,000 is not a reasonable price for this beauty.
3,000, I think.
I need 5.
You need 5. To what do we owe this specificity?
You don't even have to pay me anything. Just forgive 1 month's rent for the nuns.
The nuns.
You can have the boat. They'll pay you back eventually. I mean, it's a good deal. You get everything.
So that's what this is about.
Come on, you're a rich guy. You can afford to give him time to make up 1 month's, right?
You're right, I could.
So great.
But I won't.
Oh, come on.
And quite honestly, it's going to be a great relief to be rid of such distasteful tenants.
You don't like nuns?
Oh, I have my reasons. And they're mine. Let's just say I have a long...
Okay, I'm assuming something must have
complicated
happened
history with them.
in the fairy tale
Maybe
world
that.
that makes him not like nuns or fairies, because there's at least 2 fairies in the nuns' home that I know of.
Oh, this boat is great. It's going to be amazing when you get it out on the water. I can't even remember the last time I was on it.
Oh. Uh-oh.
What's this? If you sold all the candles, why are they still here, Leroy?
I didn't sell them all. I tried to, but nobody wanted to buy them from me. I was going to tell you the truth, but I was afraid of letting you down.
So you lied.
Guess you believed in the wrong guy.
Every call she made the day she crashed her car, including an 8-minute call between her and David within an hour of the accident.
That's not possible. He said he didn't speak to her that day.
Then he's lying.
No. I know when someone is lying, and David...
It's right here on paper, Emma. Phone records don't lie. People do. And our friend David does it better than most.
Please tell me you can tell that he's a liar, even though you couldn't before. All right, so they are trying to frame David.
Well?
They just keep going back and forth, okay? I'm just not sure who they're trying to frame here.
You're leaving us? Without even saying goodbye? Well, where are you going?
To be with Nova. We're in love. We're going to see the world together.
I don't understand. I thought we were meant to live our lives here in the mines.
I thought so too. But things change when you fall in love. Suddenly, anything seems possible.
Hey, at least he's getting support. I thought they were going to be like trying to get him to stay.
You can't go to her.
Why not?
You have a responsibility to mine the diamonds we make into fairy dust.
But I love her.
We're not capable of love. It's not how we're made.
But what if I'm different? What if you're wrong?
Bossy's not wrong, young one. What you feel, it's just a dream. And if the 2 of you run away together, it will not end well. Nova will lose her wings. Nova can be a great fairy if you let her. The choice is yours.
Didn't you have moments with him that you love? Do you regret them?
No, of course not.
Isn't that what life's about? All I wanted was a moment with Astrid. 1 moment to give me hope that any dream's possible. You've had all that, Mary Margaret. So stop feeling sorry for yourself and enjoy it. Because I haven't.
If I had the dream, I'm sorry to say it wasn't worth it.
And sitting here drinking won't end this pain.
Well, well.
I can only think of one thing.
Is he gonna knock out the power?
Perfect.
Please don't do it.
I'm not gonna jump.
You see the thing in his
No, are
hand?
you crazy?
Leroy, what are you doing up here?
I'm gonna
Knock
get
out
my
the power.
moment.
What?
You might want to duck. I'm selling candles, sister.
Hey, make it work, I guess.
It's amazing.
It has everything we need to explore the world.
I can't go with you.
What about our life together? Our dream?
I'm a dwarf, Nova. I belong in the mines. You belong with the other fairies, and that's never gonna change.
You control what changes in your life. Never let yourself forget. You're special.
Why? What makes us different from any other dwarf and fairy out there?
Our love.
I don't think it's love. It's a dream. We need to put it away.
I don't want to put it away.
I'm not your dream, Nova. Your dream's to be a fairy godmother, and you can still be that.
You talked to the blue fairy.
It doesn't matter.
What did she say?
It doesn't matter.
What did she say?
Nova! I can't stand in the way of your happiness.
You're my happiness. I love you. Don't you love me?
I'm a dwarf. I can't love.
That's so sad. I mean, I know they barely knew each other, but still. This is a fairy tale world. It's okay.
Good to have you back, Dreamy.
No place I'd rather be.
Here you are, Dreamy.
Grumpy now.
It's grumpy now. Here you go.
Leroy, we sold out. Go on. Give her the news. Have your moment.
$5,000. Piece of cake.
You sold them all?
I had a little help.
You made it happen.
You have
That
no
he
idea.
did.
That boat of mine, I'm gonna fix it up. And, well, maybe you could be my first passenger.
I'd like that.
Well, then that's what we'll do, sister.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Like fireflies. Oh, and there's fireflies in the back there.
I found something, I just don't know what it means.
Well, what is it?
At this point in the investigation, it's best I don't divulge that information.
You're not doing your job, Sheriff Swan. I'll find someone who will.
That's something. Considering how she treated her in the last episode. I'm seeing nothing happen to David, by the way.
Emma,
As far as the affair
did you get a
thing.
hold of Catherine?
No, I'm afraid not.
Then what is it?
I need you to come to the sheriff's station with me and tell me everything.
I'm sorry, I thought I already did.
So did I.
Okay, guys, so that was the end of the episode. So we got a Grumpy backstory. He wasn't named Grumpy to start. His name was actually Dreamy, And I think that had something to do with the fairy dust that went into his egg that Nova dropped when she was flying around with the dust. So he had like this connection with her because of that, I think. I could be completely wrong. Plus, I have a headache, so I'm probably going to make this really short because I need to go take some medicine. But in the real world, Nova was a nun, and her name was Astra. Was it Astra or Astrid? I don't know. Anyway, that Leroy felt like a connection to immediately when he ran into her, or when she dropped snow on him, I should say. At least I think it was snow. I'm pretty sure it looked like snow, but I could be wrong. And he really wanted to help her because she kind of screwed up and spent all the nuns' money, and so they couldn't pay their rent. And Mr. Gold controls their rent. Now, there's something going on, not their rent, but it's his place that they're renting, and he's like, you know, you miss a payment, you're out. He doesn't like them, so there's something going on that probably has something to do with the fairy tale world, where he doesn't like fairies. This would be my guess, because at least 2 of the nuns that I saw were fairies. One was Nova, and one was the blue fairy. So yeah, so I think that the fairies are nuns in the real world, I'm gonna guess. And he doesn't like them for something. He says a really good reason for not liking them. I just don't know what it is yet. So I hope we find out sometime. So Leroy made it his mission to get the money, like sell the candles, all the candles, get the money so the nuns could keep their place, because he has feelings for Nova or Astrid, same person, whatever. And he ends up actually lying to Astrid because he couldn't sell the candles. Him and Mary Margaret could not sell the candles. He's in town drunk. Nobody likes him. Mary Margaret, nobody likes her because of the whole David thing. Which, by the way, I did not see anything bad happening to David as far as the whole affair thing goes, which really kind of pisses me off. I know that's just the way it is. People do this since forever ago. You know, it's always the woman who's at fault. It's not the man's fault. No, it's the woman's fault. Which is total BS. But anyway, moving on past that. So he couldn't sell the candles, so he lied to her and said that he could because he just didn't want to disappoint her. And she found out about it, so, you know, him trying not to disappoint her just kind of made it worse, because now she knows that he lied to her. And that's worse, in my opinion. But he made it his mission to sell the candles, and he did what he needed to do to make it happen. He caused a blackout, so people had to buy candles so they could see. So, not condoning that. He shouldn't have done that. But, you know, he wanted to make something happen. He made it happen. So, I thought it was very, very sad, though, in the fairy tale world, because they wanted to be together. And they're like, you know, talking about love. And they like just met, but it's fairy tale. So I can look past the quickness of it, you know, because that's just the way fairy tales are. You know, you fall in love at first sight. And anyway, so I just felt really bad. Like at first when Dreamy went to leave, I thought the dwarves were going to try and talk him out of it, but they were like completely supportive of it. Except for the head dwarf guy. Him and the blue fairy talked to Dreamy, saying, you know, just pretty much convinced him that Nova needs to be a fairy so she can be happy. And he wants her to be happy, so he ended their relationship before it really started. It was very sad. I was very close to tears. I really was. I was just like, I'm not going to cry about this. But I was really close. I was close. I just thought that was really horrible that they did that, because why couldn't they be together? Maybe she would have been happier with him than being a fairy. Just, I don't know. It was very sad. But after that is when Dreamy became grumpy. So, yeah. It was very upsetting. But back to the real world. They're investigating Catherine's disappearance. Figured out why Regina stole the letter. Because without the letter, they have no proof that she was on her way to Boston. And stuff like that. So now it just looks like she disappeared. Or she was kidnapped or murdered or something. And Regina and Sydney were sure to point the finger at David. And I know that the reason they're doing it is because Regina wants to make sure, I guess, that there's no way that David and Mary Margaret are going to happen. Because if he's behind bars, they can't have a relationship. At least not a happy one. I mean, technically, you can date somebody who's in prison, but I don't know. I just wish that, Emma talks about this superpower by telling when people are lying, like she did in this episode. She said that she talked to David and she can tell when people lie, and he wasn't lying. But then you got the phone records that are obviously doctored. And so she has to go with the evidence that she has. I mean, she doesn't know that Sydney got this from Regina. Okay, she thinks she got it from somebody else. But I just wish she could use her superpower to tell that Sydney's playing her. I mean, how come she can't tell this? She couldn't tell in the other episode when, I forget what it was called. It was a couple episodes back. And Sydney was playing her for Regina to make her look bad, and it gave Regina an excuse to keep Henry away, blah, blah, blah. She couldn't tell then, and so far I can't see if she can tell now, because he's still around and she hasn't said anything about it. So, I don't know. Anyway, I enjoyed the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. If you did, please give this video a like. If you have any suggestions and anything you'd like me to react to, please leave that down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.